bitch ass nigga. Real ass bitch, ass bitch, ass bitch, ass bitch, ass bitch, give a fuck about a nigga. Real ass bitch, ass bitch, ass bitch, ass bitch, ass bitch, give a fuck about a nigga. Real ass bitch, ass bitch, ass bitch, ass bitch, ass bitch, give a fuck about a nigga. Real ass bitch, ass bitch, ass bitch, ass bitch, ass bitch, give a fuck about a nigga. Give a fuck, fuck, give a fuck, fuck, give a fuck, fuck, give a fuck about a nigga. Give a fuck, fuck, give a fuck, fuck, give a fuck, fuck, give a fuck about a nigga. Give a fuck, 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 give a fuck, fuck, fuck.
Hey guys, so welcome back to Shannay's Corner. Thank you guys for tuning in with me. If you're new, thank you for joining my family. You're gonna love it here. Just ask. If you're not new, thank you guys for tuning in. You know, I got you with another fun, action-packed, real interesting video. You know, always got you guys. But yeah, before we get into today's video, make sure you guys go ahead over and subscribe, share, turn my post notification bell on, all the stuff you guys do that I love. So make sure you guys keep doing that. I don't know, the lighting is just like hitting right now. I don't know if it's because the sun is down, like I waited till nighttime to record, or I oil my face with my little face oil serum or whatever, but it's given what needs to be given. So welcome guys. As you guys can see by the title, this is just gonna be a little chit chat mukbang, life update. I'm gonna take a little story time, and yeah, make sure you guys subscribe. We're almost at 1K subscribers. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It only took me 3 years and a lot of inconsistencies. A lot of inconsistencies and a lot of like 3 ring lights. I'm on my second camera. We'll get into that in a minute. Like, I should not be on my second camera. I purchased the first on September 26th, and what is it? I just bought it, like, we're in November, and I had to replace the camera. That's all that needs to be known before I get into the story. But yeah, so we're almost at 1K. I'm really like overwhelmed with the joy and the happiness, you guys. I don't know if you guys know, from those who have been following me from the very beginning, I've always set out to do YouTube so that, you know, it's just another source of income I have for me and my children. And we almost there. And for that, I'm so thankful. So without further ado, you know, let's just get into this video. Let's just get into it. Go subscribe. Go like. Go turn my post notifications bell on, because the video after this one, we're going up. Like, we're definitely celebrating 1K subscribers, and I promise you, you don't want to miss that one. So make sure you go turn that post notification bell on right now. Not now, but like right now. Yeah. So let's just get into it. First things first, your girl finally went and upgraded her phone today, bro. I had the iPhone, the Red 10. Bro, I had it ever since it came out. I replaced the screen. I replaced it like 4 or 5 times. I don't know. I just got to like this. Who is this following me on Instagram? I just got to like this really old age where I was just like, I'm not replacing my phone anymore. Like, I just don't want to do it. And then I started dropping my phone because I never put a case on it. And it kept getting like little black spots all over the screen. So I just finally cracked down. Brought myself a new phone. Pink is my favorite color. And it's a little Christmas gift to myself or whatever. So, for this little mukbang story time, I'm be eating a salad. The light is just hitting. I'm gonna be eating a salad because your girl has been eating really poorly over the weekend. I got my waist trainer on. You guys can't see it. I don't got a waist trainer and a sports bra on. But yeah, so I don't even know. Let's just start with the slight nonsense that's been going on in my life that I've absolutely taken full accountability for, because I don't know. I guess you could say like I'm one of those people. I don't know. I really do. I believe in people changing because maybe I myself changed. So I believe I changed. So why can't other people change? I don't even want to talk about it. It's just absolutely bad vibes. Long story short, I let someone back into my world who I shouldn't let back into my world. They got mad because, you know, I just didn't want the same things that they wanted. Stole my camera, blase, blase. Amongst a few other things that I don't really necessarily care to talk about, because when people do stuff like that, like, I don't know, they feel like they're putting you down and they trying to leave you stuck. But I'm a bad bitch and I go through a lot of stuff. Nobody could ever leave me stuck. I do way too much by myself, for myself. Like, I'm the big dog in every situation, so it's like nobody could really leave me stuck. Nobody could leave me stuck. And that's just something that I don't want to talk about it. Because, like, why even give people the time of... This looks so fun. Why even give... Why even give people, I don't know, the satisfaction? Like, I feel like if you talk about something, like, they feel like it's bothering you, whatever. I talked about it. I've come to terms with it. Cried about it. Did what I had to do. I'm good. So, we're going to move on. And we're going to do a story time. This is only, like, my second story time. I feel like I never really do story times. Because half of the time, some of the stuff in my life, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, some of the situations I put myself in with other people and stuff like that. But this is just story time on how I found out I was pregnant. For those of you who don't know, I'm sure all of you guys know. Those of you who follow me on Instagram, blase. I have 2 children. A 3-year-old son, he'll be 4 in January, and a 2-year-old daughter, she'll be 3 in March. Yes, my kids are a year apart. 1 year, 9 months, and 3 days apart, to be exact. And I'm going to share how I found out I was pregnant. This salad is busting. Let me just tell you. Boston Market Caesar salads. I don't know what it is, but it has me in a current chokehold right now. I love it. I'm going to tell you guys how I found out I was pregnant. This is like exposing myself a little bit. I'm going to tell you guys how I found out I was pregnant. Both times with my kids. So, let's just, okay, yeah, so, the first time with my son, I am one of the people that, you ever hear those people who like, oh, I know my body? Like, I know my body. I'm that person, like, I know my body. I know when something is off. I know my body. So, in high school, this is a little TMI, but I gotta tell you guys because the story won't go right if I don't tell you guys. In high school, I had really, really regular bowel movements. So, like, if something was off with my bowel movements, I knew, like, hold the phone, what's going on in my body? But I had really regular bowel movements in high school and when I left to college, because when I graduated high school June 2016. I left August 2016 to move to Jersey to go to school. Didn't work out, whatever, moved back home, those type of things happen. So, me and my son's father, I hate braces. Me and my son's father, that doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, you know, you're gonna move back home or whatever. It was one night, you know, just that one night. And I kid you not, it was one of those things that's like, I'm not talking to this man no more. Like, I am just about to sever the tie. Because, like, he was really playing himself. But it was kind of one of those things. It was kind of like this one last thing, like this, like, farewell tour, this little goodbye thing. And, you know, it was one night or whatever. So, you know, I remember the night he was conceived, definitely. So, but that's not important. It was a few weeks or so later, and your girl was constipated. And I'm like, no, I don't get constipated. I do not get constipated. Like, my bowel movements are too regular for me to get constipated, so. This is actually hard. Eating and walking. So, instead of wasting the $15 on a test, because I know I was pregnant, because, like, I always knew a lot. I don't know, just like medically. Um, and I was like the Google queen. So I'm like, why? I Googled one day, I'm like, constipation. And the first thing Google said was like, constipation could be a sign of pregnancy. I was like, alright. Just confirming my suspicion. So I went to the ER. I went to the ER. And they told me, you know, there was this kind of thing happened. And they prescribed me like Miralax. So, like right when they were about to discharge me, from the hospital, they bring me my papers. The lady comes in. She's like, oh, that's why you're constipated. You're pregnant. And I was like, I knew it. You know how when you know something, but when it's like confirmed, it's like, you know. So it was that kind of thing. Like as soon as they told me, I started crying. Because I was originally supposed to go back to school. I was supposed to like enroll the next semester. I had like kind of an emergency situation where I dropped out and I came home in January, but I was supposed to like re-enroll. So, you know, just in that span of 5 minutes, finding out that news, my emotions were like everywhere. But then, got myself together, started crying. I left the hospital. I let my son's father know. Of course, he knew. Like, he already knew. So, he already knew, so it was really no surprise to him. Oh my God, and you know what's so funny? The same day I had found out I was pregnant, I had me and Sadia, that's one of my best friends. We had tickets to go to the PNB Rock concert at Toad's Place in New Haven. So I was like, I better get these tears together because, you know, we already got the tickets and I wasn't going to miss the concert. So, you know, I went home, got myself together. I told my son's father. Like I said, it was no surprise to him, but my mom. Listen here, I was terrified. I don't know if you guys know, but whenever they discharge you from the ER, they give you a visit summary. On my visit summary, it said you were seen in the ER for constipation, blase blase. I think it said you're 4 weeks pregnant. I literally took a picture with my phone. Alright. It's funny now, Mom, if you're seeing this. It wasn't funny at the time. It's funny now. I literally took a picture with my phone of it saying you're 4 weeks pregnant. And I sent it to my mom. And that's how I told her I was pregnant. She called me. She was like, what is that you just sent me? That better be a joke. And I was like, no, it's not a joke. And she hung up in my face. So I didn't call back. Would you call back if, you know what, you guys don't know my mom. So would you have called back? I don't think you would have called back. But I did not call back. And my mom came home at 5:30 every day. I politely sat there in silence, nerves shot, and just waiting for my mom to come home. Waiting for my mom to come home, really, because I think I needed her to do my hair or something so I could go to that concert. But that is how I knew I was pregnant with my first child, my son. It was just painfully obvious. And it's like, when you're one of those people who know your body, like you know your body. And unfortunately, I am one of those people. Well, yeah. And then boom. 9 months later, I gave birth to a big boy. He's so big. He's so big. I feel like how I found out I was pregnant both times, they're not really interesting to me. Like, because, like I said, like, I know my body. But a lot of people have been wanting me to do this story time. So, here we are. They better watch it and they better enjoy it. Yeah. So, I found out I was pregnant with my daughter. Oh, God. That was traumatic, to say the least. Now, how I found out I was pregnant with her, it was not traumatic at all. The pregnancy was pretty hard. My pregnancy with my son, it was good up until 6 months. His dad did ruin it at the 6-month line. But it's okay. I don't hold grudges. But, yeah, how I found out I was pregnant with my daughter, it was just one day. One day I was at work, and I was mad, like, snippy. And I'm not a snippy person unless I don't like you. Not even if I don't like you, because if I don't like you, I won't deal with you, because if I deal with you, this is not going to end well. For you, though. Definitely for you. But, yeah. I was just, like, mad snippy at work. And I was like, what is wrong with me? And I was like, I'm definitely pregnant. Because, like, why am I snippy? Like, if you've ever been pregnant, you know, like, the mood swings are wild. So wild. Like, yes, you get moody on your period, but the pregnancy mood swings and hormones is nothing. Nothing compared to your period. So, I was at work. This when I was in school. I was in school at the time. I was in school at the time. Baby was only 5 months. And I was at work. And I was only working like 2-3 days out the week because I was in school. I'm like, why am I in an attitude with everybody? I worked like a double that day. I got off work. I took an Uber. And this is another reason I knew, because it was just like, I'm not really a lazy person. Cause I could do a lot, but I don't know, it's like I will burn myself out, and I was just like getting burnt out like really quickly, and I'm like, nah, this is strange. So got off work, took a Uber to Walgreens. I actually paid for a test this time. Wow, I didn't even realize. But yeah, I got off work, I took an Uber to Walgreens, I went home. Nobody was home, thank God. Still lived at home. I went home, I took the test. I just took a picture of what I already knew the test was gonna say, and it sure did say positive. I just took a picture and I sent it to, I sent it to Alante first. That's a friend of mine. And I sent it to Sadia. Yeah, and I was like, I think Sadia thought I was joking. She definitely thought I was joking. She was like, oh my God, like again. And I was like, yeah. And for a while, I didn't know. I'm gonna be honest, like I wasn't sure what I was gonna do. So I kept it a secret for the longest. From my mom this time. Yeah, absolutely. I kept it a secret for the longest this time. Because it was like, I just had a baby. I had a trip to Miami booked. I couldn't do it. So, I was keeping it a secret. My mom found out. I know you guys are ready to get to that part. My mom found out because, which is kind of illegal, so my mom opened my mail one day. And it said something about being pregnant. And she asked me, she's already pregnant? I was like, yeah. And the rest is history. She was mad. I was mad. She was mad. I was mad. I mean, I would be mad too. Like, my son was only 5 months. I was going to school. I was driving to school in a car that, like, I just brought because I needed a car. I was sleeping in class, almost flunked out of school. It was horrible. But your girl did it. Your girl made it happen. 2 babies. The 202 was really rough. Still is really rough. It was really rough, but that is how your girl found out she was pregnant both times. I honestly don't think those are like such exciting stories, but you guys asked and I deliver, because that's what I do. And that's on period. But I want to finish my salad, you know, because with these braces, it gets ugly eating. But thank you guys for tuning in and watching with me. If you haven't already, make sure you go head over, subscribe to my post notification bell on. I do enjoy doing story time, so if you guys could just comment some story time ideas in the comments, DM me on Instagram. I will do some more story times. Maybe, because like I said, my life's a little embarrassing. But I definitely got you guys, so don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to comment. All the wonderful things you guys do. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching with me today. And I'll see you guys in another few days for another video. We're almost at 1K. We're so close. And I thank you guys. So, see ya.
Real ass bitch, ass bitch, ass bitch, ass bitch, ass bitch, give a fuck about a nigga. Real ass bitch.